Wonderful. Lovely. Happy Saturday. Julie's here with me. We're going to stretch and feel amazing. Yoga does that for our entire body. But this session, I personally am working on this hamstring. I have a little bit of a knot in my right hamstring. So yeah, let's see if we can get it soothed and stretched and warm. Ah, yeah. So let's ground down. Take a peek at your toes and see how they spread out. So go ahead and lift them and then spread out the pinky toe and then plant the toes down. Maybe there's a bit of a grip. Inner ankle lifting, tracking the knees straight ahead instead of sometimes they end up going inward. Really takes a conscious effort to keep the knee straight ahead. Come into the hips. Maybe put your fingertips right on your hip creases and not to under the pelvic bowl, not to let it come all the way underneath you, but to sort of sink the hip creases back. And as you do that, push down into the feet and then drop that sacral bone down. So it's this natural lift, but not tuck. Ribs stay in. Check in with the feet again. Even out the feet. Oh my gosh, I can already feel the energy streaming more evenly up each side of the body. That's what this mountain pose is for. Then your heart lifts. Spread out the feet again. Feel that evenness in the feet. Lift a little bit more through the chest and the clavicles. Grab the shoulders with your fingertips. Roll the elbows up and then back. Good. Again, inhale up, exhale back. Ribs in. Good. As they roll back, drop them down. Heart lifts a little bit. Engage the inner thighs, just like you're squeezing into a block. Hands come down by your sides. All right, now that we did all of this alignment, take a deep sigh. Soft jaw, soft face. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Grow a little taller. Activate the feet. Inhale again. Exhale, mouth. Nice. If your eyes are closed, gently open them and scoop up the arms. We'll do a few salute to the suns, or half salute, I should say, half sun salute. Inhale, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, dive forward, swan dive forward. Ooh, working on my right hamstring. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway out. Let your heart come forward. Push back into your knees. Sit bones lifting. Extend those hip creases back. Ribs in. Heart extends forward. Exhale, come back in. Just a little slow motion for the first few half sun salutes. Nice. Push into the feet. Reverse swan dive. Come up. Inhale. Exhale, hands at your heart. Nice. Already feeling it. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Slow motion today. Exhale, forehead towards the shins. Inhale, reverse, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, reaching tall. Moving meditation. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come back in. It's breath work. Inhale, back up to stand. Exhale, hands at your heart. 2 more full half sun salutes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be underneath the knees. Exhale, forehead towards the shins. Audible breath. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands at your heart. Last one. Inhale, nose breath. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come on up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Wow. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Right hand, left wrist, up and over to the right side. And bring that rib cage upward as you spiral the ribs up. Reaching up and over to the right. Nice. Inhale, come back up to center. Switch hands, left hand, right wrist, up and over to the left. Open up the rib cage, right ribs up towards the ceiling. Pull through that left hand, right wrist. Nice. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale. I haven't been doing this lately, but used to bring this halfway point. So feet right underneath the hips, halfway point, and extend your arms out so you're just like 90 degrees. Good. So what we are firing up is that lower mula bandha, that lock right in that low belly. See if you can get that to activate, and then the ribs to activate, and the arms to swing out. Yeah, really cool. Just hold that for a sec. Activating the legs as well. Just kind of like what we did when we were in Tadasana, that mountain pose, pushing down. And then left hand comes to the ground. Oh, looks like I need a block. You can always put a block underneath that hand and then turn into that opposite arm. Good. I'm softening the left knee. Just letting that stay a little bit soft in the left knee. Right arm can come around the back. Open up that right shoulder. Turning. Right hamstring is what I am working on. You can sense that extension up through the glute and into that low belly as the low belly turns. Nice. Right arm comes high. Slowly bring that right arm over the ear and just reach it forward. And then bring it slowly down. Good. Find that forward fold first before we twist to the other side. Tracking the knees forward. Grabbing the elbows. And just letting that hang again. This is really restorative for my strained right hamstring. So maybe that will be the theme of this class today. We'll put that in the description. If you're watching the replay, you'll know exactly what's up. Woo! So nice. Letting your torso rock side to side. And then release the hands. Walk the fingers over to one side. Stretch. Doesn't matter which side. We'll do both. Just make sure the head is relaxed. Come back to center. And then the other side. Good. Come back to center. This time you can grab your calves. Get that a forward fold, rocking forward and back into the toe mound, into the heels. And then roll yourself up. Interoception, so hands on the ankles, around the back. This time rolling yourself up. Interoception meaning touching, sensing, feeling the legs, the knees. Once you're at the knees, take a breath and stand. Good. Take a little walkabout, and I realize my mic is a little far, so I'm bringing that close. A little walkabout, a little shake about. And we'll do the other side, the other twist. Good. All right, so arms come back up. Bend the knees slightly. Airplane wings work nicely too, as does holding the hips, because we're in that halfway point, 90 degrees. Your back is nice and flat, just like a table. Arms can come out to the sides or even forward. Feel how powerful that is, nice and even. All right, right hand comes down this time. Left arm comes up. So we're softening that right knee now. Left arm high. Oh, I got an adjustment, little pop in the low back. Left arm around the back, opening up that left shoulder. Under the head, sometimes that side of the neck needs a stretch. You let the head be heavy. Lower belly's lifting. Turn. Good. Arm comes high, up and over the ear. And down. Nice. So I made it to my mat. Hopefully you're at your mat. Walk your hands a little forward to the front and your feet to the back. Right, our first down dog. So good. Yeah, just play. Always finding the somatic movements in your hips and your calves. Side to side, into the knees, into the side body. One more breath. Come back to center. Nice evenness. We're just going to hold our down dog in quiet. I'm focusing on that straight leg, pushing back into the knees, lifting the hips high, and holding. Three, two more breaths. Five, good. Release the knees, drop your hips into child's pose, support your head with your double fist. Couple deep sighs. Great, again, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale nose. Let it out through the mouth. Awesome. Let's come into tabletop. Knees can come together. Extend out through that right leg and just drop the toes onto the ground and just stretch out that back calf just a bit. and then switch. Oh yeah, I think I just adjusted my back. Exactly what I needed. All right, knees come back together. Circle out that right hip. Right knee comes up and around. Switch directions. Good. Hover that right knee up and bring it off to the side and hold. So it's 90 degrees off my waist. Drop it to the ground. Make sure it's forward. And then walk the arms out for puppy pose. Just a little bit of stretch. And I promise we'll move through some salute to the suns. I'm just trying to get a little bit more heat or more awareness into that right hamstring. In fact, I think what it needs is coming up, and I'm going to set it back and extend out through that right leg and walk my hands forward just a little bit. Stretching out that right hamstring. Did you get that? So I walked my hips all the way back to my left heel. I have this 90-degree angle and extending over my right leg just a little bit. That absolutely feels amazing. It's almost like I need to stretch this knot out a little bit before I go into some deeper warrior sequence. So hopefully that's correct for you as well. Good. Walking the torso over to the middle. Over to the left leg. Great. Come back to that right side. Walk yourself up. Then use your fingertips to come back, or your support, come back into child's pose. Yeah. And then shake it out just a little bit before the other side. So cat cow. Playing with the body. This is what I'm exploring in my body. You just make it yours. Just some movements. It's almost like your body tells you exactly what to do if you listen. Closing your eyes, going inward. Don't forget to breathe. More oxygen. Definitely helps. All right, into down dog before we do the other side. Stretching. Oh yeah, awesome. Back to all fours. And left side, I'm going to turn around. You're fine though. Left side, left hip circles out. Same thing that we did on the right. Circling out that hip. Make sure you go both directions. Doing amazing. Hover that left knee up. Shoot the leg off to the side. Hover, hover, hover. Keep breathing. And drop that foot down. Nice puppy pose. Take a few moments to go slowly. Elbows to the mat. Walk the hands forward. Press into the palms. Forehead drops. And then looking up, walk yourself back. You have to move your leg as well. Sit on the inside edge of that right heel if you can. If not, you can, I didn't say this on the other side, but you can turn the right heel in towards the left. Depends on your knee. And we're going over this left side. Left hamstring. And then through the center, over towards that right knee. Come back through using your hand, just walking the torso back to that left leg. Inhale to come up. Use your hands for support. Scoop that left knee in and come back into tabletop. Hover the knees for this awesome plank. It's a version of plank. Knees are about hip width apart, toes tucked under, and you're just hovering the knees. Hover the knees slightly. Chest forward. Keep lifting up and away from the mat. Feel your sit bones move back, your heart forward. Can you even rock a little? Or even crisscross the knees side to side. Make it yours. This is my version. I'm feeling a lot of adjustment in the low back, which I really appreciate. It's almost like I don't need my own chiropractor. Absolutely cool. Come back into your down dog. Just bring the toes together. Still working on my right hamstring. I'm going to do left leg first. Left leg up, one-legged down dog. Sink into that right heel. Lead through the toe mound on that left side as you kick up. So good. And then switch sides. Left foot down, right toe up. Whoop. My wall. So I was focusing on the straight leg a little bit with that left. Now we're on that left hamstring, stretching it back, engaging that kneecap on the left, sink down into the heel. Keeping the breath. Awesome. Just step up right foot. Bring that right foot all the way up. And then bring that left foot all the way up. Open up the heart, halfway lift. Exhale to pull in and really connect into this forward fold. Now that we've stretched out the hamstrings a little bit, you can see what it feels like to exaggerate that forward fold. Hands around the calves, let the head drop. You can even grab fingertips underneath the heels if that's something that works for you, or your elbows are right behind you. And then sink down into the feet. Try straightening out the legs. Wow, that's amazing. Inhale, halfway lift. Woo! And then drop the hips low. A little bounce, a little sit, tippy toe squat. Wow, my little kind of hot spot, or that talking in my right hamstring, is disappeared. It's gone. So just all of that set me up for some nice warrior sequence now. So we'll do that. Take a minute to heat up. I'm bringing my feet a little wider. Hands on the inside, or elbows on the inside, hands forward. We're going back and forth at your own speed to forward fold to squat. So inhale, exhale, straighten, inhale, drop. Exhale, straighten. Your own speed. Last one for me. Awesome. And then roll yourself up. A little walkabout, little bounce. In fact, I need a drink of water. Yeah, nice. I love all those movements. Excellent, Julie. Just natural. Use your intuition. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get some water, and then we'll move on. Woo. I love it. Catch your breath. We'll move on to some chaturangas. Awesome. All right, here we go. Rock and roll. Go ahead and sit into chair at the front of the mat. Scoop up the arms. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Low push up. Slide through up dog. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Nice. Step forward, right foot. Left foot at a 45. We'll come right into warrior one. And we'll just hold. Starting to clear. Pretty amazing. It's like a back bend. Lower belly's lifting. Heart's lifting. Settle in. Can you go into cactus arms? Excellent. Take a breath and release. Take it. Everybody's body's different. I need a little bit more support. Use my hands on the way down. Exhale. Up dog. Down dog. Plant the right foot at a 45. Left foot steps over towards the left, coming into warrior one. And hold. Open up the chest if you did on the other side, lifting. That's it. Really nice. Good. Next breath. Release. Hands to the ground. Step back. High to low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Hold for 5 breaths. Last breath. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Peek toward the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Hop up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pause again in that bent knee. Forward fold. Hip creases high. Feet strong into the ground. Pressing into the mat. Navel in towards the spine. Reach for the calves. Forward fold. Good. Sit low into chair. Inhale, scoop up the arms. Exhale, come to stand. Nice. And then we'll repeat. Sit low. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back. High plank, low push up. New breath, slide through up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Toes come together. Take that right leg high. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, tiger curl. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale back up to reach, knee to nose. Again, your own speed. This is my speed. One more set. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, pull in. Awesome. Reaching high, kick up. Curl through. This time high lunge. Left foot over to the left a little bit. Right hand on the knee, left hand on the knee. Hands on the hips. Really kind of like to feel right hip crease back, left hip crease forward. And play with tucking that back knee or bending that back knee. And then as you do that, feel your lower belly lift, ribs lift, torso lift. Now straighten out the back leg. A little bit more length. Whew, excellent. Focusing on, for me, left hip. This hip crease moving back. Drop it all the way down, knee drops. Settle into that front bend of the knee. Wow, pretty cool. Lymphatic system moving. Sink into that front knee. Lift up and drop back. Lower belly's lifting. Good. Come up to center. Interlace the fingers. Bring them behind the head. Feeling like a little bit of tension in the neck. So try releasing some of that tension, possibly. Elbows come towards each other. And then back up. Also takes core strength to keep that. Definitely helpful for the sinuses. Lifting up, heart lifting. Good. Now release the arms, see what happens. Maybe your arch is a little deeper. Good. Notice how the breath, go half monkey pose now. Push into that front foot. Notice how when you do your back bends, it's just this tiny little bits of breath, and that's okay. You know, not being attached to those 4 count breaths all the time. Just let your body sort of do its thing. Half monkey pose. Oh, yeah. That's that right hamstring. Inhale, halfway lift, still keeping that bend, that forward fold with the heart extending out. And then forehead coming in. Rounding the back. A couple more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And that front hamstring's really talking to me, so I feel it's telling me to come just a little deeper into that full monkey pose. So if that works for you, just spread it out just a bit, keeping yourself supported, keeping that left hip forward, right hip back. Extend into what you feel is right for you. Nice. All right. Continue. I'm going to lean to that right hip. So notice just moving gradually into pigeon pose. Won't that be nice? Yeah, take your time however you want to get there. Drop into that hip flexor. I'm moving my torso over to the right a little bit, my left foot over to the right as well, into that left hip crease. Careful of the knees if that's a problem and it feels like it's
sharp pain in the knee, turn over, just go roll onto your back. We'll stay here for another 5 breaths so you have time. Or put a prop underneath the right hip as well. Just hang out. All right, that's plenty for me. Stay if you like, or move into your flow. High plank, low push-up.
To up dog. You can linger in your up dog. Probably will feel amazing. Right hip drops forward, left shoulder rolls back. And then switch. Back to center. And then up and back, down dog.
Nice. Couple deep sighs. Beautiful. All right. It was a long time ago, but we did 2 sets of tiger curls. Left leg comes high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And then back up. Knee to nose. Your pace. Right elbow. Inhale, come up. Left elbow. One more set. All right, step up into high lunge. Right foot over to the right just a little bit, gives yourself some space for your hip sockets. Left hip crease moves back. Come on up. And that great adjustment, besides adjusting the clothes, bending that back knee. So you bend your back knee. As you bend your back knee, pull the lower belly up. Feel that? And then notice this contraction in the upper body. So you have to fix that with the ribs in and the heart lifting. You can sense it. Under, in, lift. And that shaking is amazing on that back leg. So cool. Scoop up the arms. Now straighten that back leg with the same alignment in the upper body. Stay tall. Good. Right knee can drop to the mat. Good. Soften that back foot. Lift up through the heart, through the fingers, and drop back gently, sinking into the hips. Good. Come to center. Cactus arms. Stay lifted in the lower body. It's a lot of focus. Eyes are still. Heart's lifting. Good. Chin comes down. Interlace the fingers right behind the head. Cup the back of the head. Lift it up and pull the elbows back. See what that feels like. And then forward. Takes a lot of core strength. If you feel like you're too wide, bring that right knee a little closer to the left heel, which I think I need to do just a tad. Your own timing. This is me on left side. Takes a little longer than my right side. Open, open, open. Open up the chest. Open up the heart. Lift. Open, open, open. One more to close. Navel into the spine. Down, down. Go slow. Chin to the chest. Long back of the neck. therapy. Remember that left hip is dropping down. You should have a little bit of fire in that left glute. Come back up. Left ankle as well. Heart lifts. All right, now it's that back bend. Arms up. Use that exhale to drop back. Lift, lift, and drop. Little sips of air. Good. Come on up. Hands to the waist. That was hard. Half monkey pose. How you doing out there? Julie, that was good. I'm working. Hopefully you're working too. Let me know on the replay if you're watching the replay. Wow, so good. Left hamstring. Half monkey pose. Inhale, heart comes out. You can lift your torso just a bit. Exhale to round forehead towards that knee. Couple more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Take your time. Use your breath. Exhale. All right. What'd we do? Guys, remember? Hamstring full monkey pose. You know you can put a prop underneath this left hamstring. Block works nicely. Right hip rolls forward. Protecting that front knee. Awesome. All right. So however you get there, you can adjust. Use your best judgment. You're leaning. This side's so different than the other side. I have to be really careful. Left hip comes down to this mat, so you have some base, and then you pull gently that heel towards you, and then come back into pigeon. Right hip drops. Yeah. Maybe you're already there. It took me a while. Any prop that you used on the other side, make sure you're balancing out your sides. Highly recommend same. Just for the symmetry in the hips. Walking over to the left with the torso and to the left with that back foot. Focusing on that right hip crease, right rib cage, side body. A little pressure into the front knee. All right, oh my. Let's come back to the center so you have your support with the hands. Push into the palms, tuck that right toe under. Inhale, exhale. High plank, low push up. And exhale, come on back. All right, let's step up. Whichever side to face me is fine. We're coming into Fasarita. Parallel feet to each other. And outside edges of the feet parallel. Inner ankle bones lifting. Let the head drop. Tiny bit of micro bend in the knees. And as you drop into the knees a little bit, check to see if there's symmetry in the waist. That's helpful. And you feel your sit bones lifting. Bend the knees. All right, hands to the same line as your feet. Elbows like bookends, straight back. Bend the knees, even out the feet. Inhale. Exhale, push into the ground. Do that a couple times. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. One more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push into the ground, straighten out the legs. Crown of the head comes down. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Push into the feet. Exhale, hands on the waist. New breath. Inhale, micro bend the knees. Exhale, come up to stand or top. Yeah, excellent. Really good. Catch your breath. Go inward. Take the back of the hands towards each other so that their palms are facing out. Close the eyes, even out the weight in the feet. Just take 3 breaths. Close the eyes. Inhale, nose. All the way up the Sushumna, which is that central column. Exhale down, nose. Again, 2 more like that. Inhale. Tall, tall, tall. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. All right, go ahead and turn to the right side. Square hips. Left foot moves over to left a little bit. Grab reverse prayer behind you. Yeah, you knew what I was going to do, didn't you? Oh my gosh, you're so smart. Julie's here with me. She's like, I know what she's going to do. Reverse palms. If that's not accessible, just grab the elbows. That works nicely. Come up just to show. So reverse palms, absolutely accessible if you're flexible in the shoulders. If not, grabbing the elbows or even just the hands. Depends on where you are. Roll that top of the shoulder up and back as well and lift the heart. Okay. Once you find that connection with the arms, activate the legs. Lower belly, like sagging in there. You can feel this is like no activity. You want to push down into the feet. Activate this left glute. Nice diagonal. Back leg. Feel that natural curve in the low back, but ribs in, heart's lifted. Activating that left glute. Can feel that. Good. Yeah, sometimes these little movements, these pulses, it's where you find the aha. So don't be afraid to pulse some places. That's where you find the activity. Like you can flaccid, pulse, 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 pulse. It's amazing. You find the transformation in the pulse. Just thought I'd share that because it's really the science with that is right spot on. They've done it with the pulsing on the rounds when you're self-massaging to push in and then release, to push in and then release. You get the maximum amount of transformation that way. So we can do it throughout our practice. Okay, hinge at the waist. That's how you find the light. That's how you find the meridian lines. That's how you blow through all that apana, that stagnation that happens in the meridian lines. Pulses. Pulses. It's that constant flux. Flux to find power. All right. Release the hands to interlace fingers. See what happens if you get your torso to come all the way over. Hollow out your belly. Make sure you have your mula. And then lift through your arms. Back leg strong. All right, release the hands to the ground. Extend a little bit back with that back leg, for me anyways, to flex out through the right heel. Again, you can use your blocks. So if you need blocks on either side for this posture of the front foot, one block on the right, one block on the left. Drop that front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round forehead towards the knee. And one more. Inhale. Heart lifts, lots of space in the belly. Blocks are helpful. This is my body. I have a long, stretchy right hamstring. All right, come to center and shake it out. Bend into that right knee. Wow, I love all the clearing. This is boosting our immune system, by the way. This will keep your immune system strong, so you're not going to catch anything. You know, it's inner healing, inner wellness. Trust in your body to be vibrant, healthy, strong. And let all that clearing happen. Right and left. In your own timing, make it yours. Just going to go back to the left one more time with breath. All right, come back to center. Parallel feet. This time grab the heels, pull down. Make sure the hips are sort of moving up and forward. Hi. Shoulders even up and back, broad back. Try to focus on the hamstrings. Excellent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the waist. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale. Strong mula. That means your belly. You're using your core as you come up. Great. Shake it out. Woo. Magic. Left side. Everything we did on the right, on the left. Right foot over to the right, left foot over to the left. Square hips. Right hip rolling forward. Activate that right glute. Either grab elbows or palms. We did a little pulsing. Pulse that right glute. Stay lifted. Good. Feels about right. And then hinge at the waist. Left hip crease pulls back. Lots of movements. Just play. Find the line. Left hamstring. Find that left hamstring. Lower belly's lifting. Extend through the top of the head. Make your torso tall and long. Shoulders up and back. Ooh, I like this side. Activate the feet. Hollow out the belly. Hips straight back. All right, release the hands, interlace the fingers. Side's so different than the other side. Feels stronger, actually. Hands release, keep breathing. Release the hands. It feels like I need to lean into the front foot to lengthen through that back leg a little bit. Give it some more width. Remind that left hip crease to roll back. Use your blocks. I just want to demonstrate in case you're trying to be like Ta. You don't want to be like me. You want to be like you. And if your you is this with your blocks, please bring them. Bring it on. Bring those props on. Because you could do everything that I'm doing on my fingertips on the ground with your blocks. Important to know. Good. You're flexing out through that front foot. Let that front foot drop. Heart lifts. And then round the back forehead towards the kneecap. And then one more. Inhale, let that open up. Exhale, right into the rib cage, into the belly, round into the knee. Good. I think that was it. Turn to center, give it a little bit. Start on the left side since we did on the bend into the left knee first. Feel that stretch. And then play your own speed, right and left. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it one more time. I love yoga. I hope you love it as much as I love it. Just makes my body healthy and strong. You have to listen, tune into what it needs though. You can always overdo something if you're not paying attention. That's when the ego gets in the way and you're like, I can do it. And your body says, no, you can't. You gotta listen to the body, not the mind. All right. Come back to that center place. And just take a nice heel toe. My body wants some water. Since I didn't drink enough water this morning, I'm coming to my water again. What do you need? This is what I need. I'll come and say hi. Hey, Julie, hi. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's already 10:37. So we'll go down to the ground. Oh, what a wonderful way to spend a Saturday. I love it. All right. So, easy peasy. Come through Malasana. I'm going to take my block and just use it at the front of my mat. Maybe even 2 blocks. We'll hold for Malasana for about 5 breaths. Just finding some symmetry in the low back. Maybe a meditative moment as well. You see that you're right at the front of your mat, letting your torso be tall. Lean into it. Activate the feet. I'm closing my eyes just because I want to. Activating both glutes as well, which takes effort for me on my left side. Might even pulse that left glute a little bit since it needs to be reminded to fire up. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, now I'm going to try that right side, firing up my right glute. Good, back to center, lifting tall. And we're dropping forward just a bit. Sinking into the feet, rounding into the back. All right, plenty. Moving my feet a little closer together into tippy toe squat. Knees can come together, remove your props. And set your hips down, rock and roll, massage the back. Nice. About right. Feels about right. Go by feel. Right onto your back. Circle out your knees. What does your body need right now? Lots of options here on your back. Happy baby, grabbing the ankles, inner edges of the feet, even wrapping around the calf. Since your hamstrings are really stretched out right now, this might be a nice add on to the happy baby where your hands come to the outer edges of the ankles and let that happen. Hamstrings have a lot to do with this happy baby. You could sense it now that we stretched everything. Keep that pelvic bowl tilting down, sit bones towards the bottom of the mat. Awesome. Bring the soles of the feet together. Release the hands to the outer edges of the little pinky toes and push the knees away from you. Wow, awesome. I think that's plenty. If there's a counter stretch for the hips, for all that forward bending, the best with a more supportive or a restorative tone would be supporting your back with blocks for this bridge pose. Great way to counter stretch all of that forward folding that we just did. Make sure there's space. Again, this pulsing side to side, heaviness in the sacral bone on those two blocks. Ah, how cool is that? So once you find your support, whether it's one block or a block turned medium or high or double blocks as I am, you can try walking the feet out away from you. Get your nose. Really good. Plenty for me. And it's kind of getting over the hour, so let us just lay flat. Lower back down. As you drop your back down, removing those props, rock right arm to the left arm to the right, which is all it's doing is just spreading out the scapula a little bit onto the mat. Release the feet straight. Woo, arms down by your sides. So good. And then just let it all go. Full relaxation. Let go of your ujjayi. Let go of the tension in the jaw and the teeth. Find the third eye, soft behind the eyes. Forehead relaxed. The beautiful thing of being at your own home in your own sacred space is you can stay as long as you like. So taking the fingertips and just rubbing them, rocking the toes, rocking the head. Couple deep sighs. Such a slow and mindful way to wake up. Rocking the head. And gently take one knee, the other knee. Rolling and rocking and sensing which side would feel best to roll towards. And roll to that side. And then that top hand, let that top hand come as support for you. And coming all the way up. Crisscross the legs. And then that one last breath together. In through the nose. And let it out through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale. And let it out through the mouth. Great. Hands next to your heart. Namaste. All right. So good. Thank you, Julie, for being here. Appreciate you. Inspires me to do my full practice. I love it. So
Thanks,
good.
Tom.
Oh, you're so welcome. So
You
yeah.
inspire me too all the time.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
That was a great class.
Wasn't that fun? I just loved it.
I know I always say that, but that really was a wonderful class.
Oh, I'm so glad. It felt really good on my body. My body inspired me. That's the beautiful thing about contrast. When you have injury or something that's talking to you, it inspires creativity. And
how's your hamstring feeling?
Oh, so much better. It's like amazing. It's gone. So gone. So I want to share with you, if you ever feel, I know you're not a mom and Mother's Day is coming up, but this is like a retreat, a woman's retreat day, and I'm planning it on the 8th, Saturday the 8th, where we're doing Vinyasa, yin, and having lunch, having dinner, and then doing some journaling, some raising our frequency, some tapping. So if you're interested in a day like that, or you know anybody who's wanting to really connect to practice raising their frequency and really feeling good, that this day is going to be amazing. And it's at my friend Anka's 12 Senses Retreat. It's a boutique hotel, a design hotel in Encinitas. So it's 12 Senses Retreat. And she's got a reduced rate for Friday and Saturday night at the hotel. She's 4 rooms and they're themed fire, earth, water, air. Oh my gosh. And it's all sustainable products. So when you walk into this environment, it is incredible. So yeah, go check out her website. Yeah. So it's the 8th. So yeah.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Hopefully I'll see you. I don't think we have Victoria for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Shoot. Okay.
Doctor's orders.
All right. She needs to heal that toe.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Okay. Good. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Have a lovely weekend.
All right. Thank you, Julie. Bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. That was awesome. Thank you.